Okay, so on to the next track, performance in Ghaza's. I almost said Sonia, I'm just mixing up people's names now. Ghaza's Thorn and Petal Mondays, man. I know for those of you who are only joining us now, we don't understand why it's been dropped on a Wednesday and not Monday, because today is not Monday. Yes, because I actually wanted to drop this on the Monday. It was supposed to be scheduled for the Monday, but unfortunately I had something to deal with on the Monday and Tuesday. I was unable to be on camera at that time. So yeah, we're just catching up. We will have this series wrapped up today and tomorrow, which is fantastic. And then we've got a couple of more little loose ends to catch up, and then we're good to go with Ali Anthems. This over here is fantasy music, meaning of life. So obviously this is composition music, which I'm here for. I don't know how my emotions will deal with this kind of music today. Hopefully it's not too heavy, but let's rock and roll, man. Let's see what we got. Meaning of life. Everybody knows the meaning of life is 42. We don't need a song for that, but I'm happy to hear it. Let's go. Oh boy, oh god. This is why I love music like this, composition. This is literally like a language in itself, right? It started off so beautifully, like the instrumentation was just so beautiful, right? And then that kind of just represents the beauty of life, the actual, it's actually the miracle of life. That's what it represents. And then it goes into strife. It goes into struggle, because it's beautiful. When you're born, it's kind of like that miracle, right? The fact that you are able to be given a heartbeat, the fact that the chances of you actually coming into existence is like trillions to one, which is absolutely insane. If you go all the way back to the Big Bang Theory and all that lineage and all of that, the chances of you being you is like a trillions to one. It's a miracle in itself. It's unbelievable. All right. But then once that miracle is realized, you're born into struggle. You're born into a world of chaos that you need to order. Right. And the song plays it that way. It starts like it starts with that beautiful sound, and then it starts picking up, and it goes into that very fast sort of pacey type melody, where that's now you are in the throes of life, right? Dealing with everything, right? But it's very upbeat, essentially. It doesn't let go of that beauty of life. It just tells you that everything's a challenge and you need to deal with that in that manner. You know what I mean? It's there's a beauty in it. Anyway, that's at least my own interpretation. You guys can tell me whatever you think down below. See, as it breaks into these parts over here, so you've got I wouldn't say too much chaoticness, because that instrumentation wasn't like chaotic, but it did represent the chaoticness of life, right? When you're in the throes of it, momentum. It's like literally in the motions of life. That's probably the better terminology. So when you're in the motions of life, it just feels like it's fast paced and it's like the rat race and things like that. But then it sort of takes you back into those beautiful moments, right? Those nostalgic moments, those beautiful moments with your family, the things that we often don't appreciate and we often take for granted until such time that it's sort of brought to our faces when it's gone. Do you realize, shit, you know, that those were beautiful moments in my life? And I think that this over here, going from that into here, speaks to that. Anyway, carry on. There's almost like a storyline to this, where it literally is from like a child, and as you're growing up as an adult, essentially, right? You're trying to achieve your dreams. You're trying to get to all of those things that you aspire towards and things like that. And you go through those motions, and there's beautiful moments, and there's triumph, and there's difficulty and things like that. And now I kind of feel like we're getting to a point where there's a lot of wisdom in this song. There's a lot of in this instrumentation. It's almost like there's a lot of learning. It's gotten to a point where it's like you've gone through all those strifes, you've gone through the beautiful moments, and now it's a moment of realization. It's a moment of looking back. It's a moment of appreciation. That's all sort of culminating at the end of this song. You guys let me know if you agree down below. Well, that's being added to my playlist. Yep, that's being added to my playlist. That's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song. And it wasn't heavy. It was very light and it's very uplifting, right? I like this kind of song. You know what I mean? This is, for me, is like kind of very, very productive type music. If I'm listening to this kind of thing, right, I can get a lot done. I don't know, just sort of like ignites me in a different way. You guys let me know what you think down below. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.